toilets. Guys, Jimmy again. Toilet stop in Sereno Beach. Geez, those clouds out there look horrific. Let's ride into them. First, and away we go. Good thing about a motorcycle, you can pull right up to the toilet door. Fantastic, isn't it? Geez, look how the weather's going to change up there. Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ride through Sereno, give us a look again, give you another good look at Sereno, show you where the Queen's Cliff ferry pulls up and leaves every hour, goes to Geelong. A lot of guys like coming up this way, getting the ferry, making a day of it, heading for Geelong from here, and then catching it back to Sereno, and then riding home from Sorrento. Now, I've never ridden the ferry because I'd rather be on a motorcycle for an hour and a half getting to Geelong from Melbourne than riding to Sorrento, sitting on a ferry for an hour and a half and heading to Geelong, do the Great Ocean Road. I'd rather ride it, not that I like Geelong Freeway much, I dislike that freeway badly, I don't like it at all. And we will do a Great Ocean Run when the weather's better. Maybe next week or the week after, I think, before we go to Merimbula for a 2-night stay over. Probably head to Merimbula and stay the night there, wake up the next day, go for a nice 3.5 hour ride up the coast to Batman's Bay or whatever, cruise around up there and then back to Merimbula for the night, then smash it back to Melbourne. Geez, look at the houses along here. Back into the City Centre. We're not doing a Portsea run. We're up. Good. That way's Portsea, but we're not heading that way today. You know, there's signs on some of the food shops down here. Sorry, we must close 1 o'clock, no staff. Sorry guys, we've got to close at 1 o'clock, there's no staff. And what time is it? 12:30. Look, I don't think I'm going to pull up to my favourite. Look, that shop there shuts at 1 o'clock, they're just about to close. And it looks like she's going to come down. We might, don't know, I am peckish, but enough to bite off someone's arm. I usually carry a chocolate bar or a protein bar, but I haven't got one with me. I know the Athenaeum Theatre there, cinema. Been there with the kids a few times, really old cinema. The Continental Hotel Sereno. Geez, they've done a great job on that place. Great place for lunch, not cheap. You know, you're paying $25 for fish and chips, but they're pretty good. Heading down towards the ferry. Now have a look-see. Maybe I should hang around here actually, because I'm heading into them clouds over yonder. Roadworks. Every time you take a turn around here, mate, it's roadworks. There's a famous bar, Morgan's, run by friends of mine. Nice and slow. Lollipop woman. Away, love. Yep, we've got some cars lined up. It leaves every hour, so the next one should be at 1 o'clock. You see in there? That's where the ferry leaves from. And this is its car park. It's not for free, by the way. I wonder who thought this was for free. Oh, we've got a bunch of school kids there. Oh no, they're not school kids, they're a retreat diving or something. Nice little beach. Oh, they're kayakers. They're kayakers. They do some sort of kayaking club. That's still and beautiful. Yeah, it's a kayaking club. Bay Play, it's called. Jeez, look at those clouds down there. That's what you wanted. You wanted rain. Fixing things up, these guys, mate. Got a lady with a lollipop lady saying star. We got slow. Thanks, mate. Morgan's Bar again, very popular place in summer. Cheers, mate. Oh, I'm going to hightail it back way. Hightail it back. There's another famous restaurant down here on the left, and they burnt down about 3 years ago, and they rebuilt it pretty quick. It's called the Baths. Open. So I was saying it opened. They rebuilt it, and they then rebuilt it into a modern structure. They rebuilt it into an old weatherboard type structure. Yeah, heading back the way we came. Doing 40 50 k's, 60 k zone. Yeah, had a guy, Ron, messaged me saying that, was it Ron, I think? I don't know, there was another customer from Colombia. He said he rode this to New America, New York somewhere or whatever, and he got a sore bum on the seat. I haven't done a really long one yet with it. I am thinking about changing the seat, but I just want to see, because I gear up pretty much well. I've got big padding on my Dan Easy Cave Master pants. I've got my gloves on. I've got nothing on. You know, the jacket's so well insulated, sometimes you don't need to turn it on. Airbag's working fine. I just checked it before. The Tech 5 airbag, Alpine Star. I know two people who did save their lives. Well, saved one life. The other one, it stopped him from serious injury. He was stationary at the lights, a car ran up his ass, back of the bike, pardon me for the French, hit the windscreen. The guy hit the windscreen with his helmet, broke the windscreen with his helmet, unscarred. Got off unscarred, no problem. Another guy, name's Alex, he was on his Harley Davidson, smashing it around the spur, 84 years old, mind you. Been riding since he was 13 or something. Front of the bike washed out, went over the side of the cliff. Now what happened to him, when the airbag ran off, when your airbag actually goes off, it blows up, it blows out and up, and grabs your neck like a neck brace. Well, what happened if we speed up here? Cars coming from behind. Let's get her on 60. He went over the cliff and the airbag went off. It went around up around his neck like it does, because it's got like a neck brace in it. Now the bike had fallen across his neck and helmet and had pinned him down on the cliff between some trees. Now the back of the bike had fallen on his lower back where the exhaust valve is for the airbag. Now what the airbag does, it blows up and then it lets its air pressure out slowly. Within about less than 5 seconds, all the air's come out of the airbag and allows you to move around. But what happened to him was The exhaust valve on the airbag got stuck, which saved his life, because the air stayed in the airbag and the bike was across his neck. Now if that bag had deleted its airflow, the bike would have gone down on his glandular, lost consciousness and died. So actually he was very lucky that the exhaust on the airbag was blocked, which kept the bike off his neck. Wow. Wow. They took Alex to hospital. Hardly any injuries, mind you. After 2 hours being stuck under the bike, they found him and found he had a full blocked artery. A major artery was 98% blocked. In the next day or weeks to come, he would have had a heart attack, a massive one, and died. So that accident with him going over the cliff, the airbag saving his life, saved his life again, because he was found to have a blocked artery. 2 weeks later he got out of hospital with a full bill of health, with stems put in, and he's back on his bike. Not yet, he's waiting for an insurance claim. Yeah, well, here we go, insurance claim again. Good Lord. You don't hold your breath, son. You won't be getting it pretty quick. Anyway, that's enough of that. But it did save 2 people I know's lives. Really, look, if the exhaust valve on the jacket didn't get jammed, so the exhaust, the air wouldn't be expelled out of the jacket, Alex would have died too, because the bike would have crushed his glandular. But I guess it wasn't Alex's time. And that's another thing. Your time comes, your time's come, guys. I know people when I was younger who had heart attacks at 18. I know people who've ridden motorcycles like friggin' maniacs on mountain roads, raced them, rode them like fucking lunatics. Stepped out in front of a car one day in the city, got run over and then hit by a tram. This bloke I know, poor bugger, back in 92 this happened. So guys, your number comes up, she comes up. There's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, that's enough depressing and sorrow stuff. Let's get back to our riding. 4th gear. 10 degrees on the ambit. It's starting to get a little chilly. I'm getting peckish too. We might see if we can find somewhere to stop in Sereno. I hate stopping. I really hate stopping. I like riding. You know, if there was a tube now I could feed myself, I'd just keep going and going and going and going and going. Alright, windscreen down, windscreen up. Now how quiet is that? Tucked right in behind the windscreen with the helmet on. I can only hear myself echoing in the helmet. Really quiet. In winter, it's pretty good. I don't know what should be going to be like in summer, because you don't actually get any airflow. You know, you don't get that wind coming in and hitting you, you know. So I imagine in summer this motorcycle will be a pretty hot bike to ride. Also, we've got adjustable fairings, if you can see that there. They're adjustable fairings. Now I've adjusted them out to allow hot air to come up out of the engine onto me. Also what that also does, it blows wind away from my body. So here, no wind, a little bit of wind, no wind, a little bit of wind, a lot of wind. To sort of tell you about that. Got the same on that side. I did a noise test with it. I put the fairings in, I adjusted them in and took it for a ride, and it did stop a lot of wind noise. So I think a lot of wind noise is coming around, hitting me and blah blah, etc, etc. Everyone's all rugged up, including the rider. But special, $1.99. We're getting some drops. I think it's blown that away, guys, because up there I can see clear sky. We're going to leave the camera on and we're going to go for a ride through Rye along the coast. Beautiful along here. It is really good fun along here in summer. Really good fun along here in summer. Yep, bus is pulling out. Let's get out of this knucklehead's way. It's a bit better. I shouldn't call a bus driver a knucklehead. He's got a hard job to do. But I'm not the type of person for road rage. I'll come across a situation, manoeuvre, get out of it, big deal, I'm gone. I don't worry about it. And I've seen some road rages. Besides the horn, don't touch your horns in Melbourne, mate, it's World War III. The Hive, Lukumades. There's a Greek place there, there's great food in there if you're ever down here in Rye. Nice people run it as well. They're shut. Probably no staff. Yeah, she's starting to get nippy. I'll get this jacket on, I think. One, two, three on low. Gloves. Hot, medium, low. Hot, medium, low. Yeah, let's get the old heat going.